Hello and welcome to episode 36 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here in cycle 38, day 5. Last time, well, I don't know, we do so much stuff that it all kind of runs together, but one of the main things I wanted to do last time was to try and get this area accessible for the construction of our high-temperature foundry, which, of course, is going to be instrumental in the production of some mid- and late-game items. So that's kind of what they're doing here. But my original plan was going to be to fill in all of our land here. I think what's going to end up making the most sense, and based on some of the comments as well, is just to fill in the remaining space that I dug out and just put the building on top of the whatever ground is left. Blast out these things, and then I think we'll be good to go. But all of that is still going to take a substantial amount of time, so we're going to leave these guys alone and examine some other options we've got for, well, everything else. Because, let's face it, we have so much left to do. We're staring down the barrel of all of this. This entire section of advanced buildings. This is all stuff that we never even bothered getting to last time. Except the advanced sawmill, which is a pretty useful building. But man, do we have a whole lot of stuff to do. I see people in the comments calling for nuclear power. Friends, that is going to take so incredibly long to get to all of this stuff. Like, just to build all of the components that are available in this is 4 nuclear degrees. This thing is currently gathering for another set of bachelors in agronomies. So, yeah. Just to take a look at what's required for the PhD in nuclear physics. That is this one. Yeah, each one of those degrees is... Okay, the pencil sets is not that hard. 1,000 sheets of paper, that's going to take a really long time. 1,000 bad water, okay, that's not that bad. But we have to have nuclear waste, which means there's a whole lot of other shenanigans that have to occur for that to be a thing. And then pollution resistance factor, we've already made that. That's not really that big of a deal. But I'm kind of afraid to ask how you get nuclear waste before you have a PhD in nuclear physics. Do you just have to accidentally find nuclear waste? Do you have to go down into the abyss to do it? I don't know. Is it going to be some sort of like... Oh, what's that game where you're in a... Stalker or whatever, where you're in like the ruins of Chernobyl exploring like nuclear wasteland or something? I don't know. But there's just so much that has to get done, and I do not know how we're going to pull it off. But for the time being, what else are we going to do? Might as well make something work, right? So, other stuff we can do today to address some of our concerns. Water, specifically. I was reminded by our lovely mod developer friend here in the comments that the aquifer is a thing. Aquifer pump. Which we have right here for the small variety, or the large variety here. Now, this large variety does require the clockwork robotic controllers, which means we have to have a PhD in robotics, we have to have all that other stuff. But the small one only requires a drill bit and a screw press axle, and then all this other stuff we already have. And it just consumes gears pretty slowly, and it takes 75 HP. We're making a lot of power. And we have a couple of gravity batteries. Thankfully, in the Waterbeaver mod, they are substantially beefier. So we actually have a chance of lasting through a drought with a couple of these things. We already have 2, and for right now, that's probably fine. So I'm not going to spend any more resources doing that. But it is going to become, quickly, time for us to put in some of these aquifer pumps pretty much as fast as we possibly can. From what I remember, unless they've been changed, they have the power entry on the top level. It looks like... Yeah, so this space right here would actually be perfect for this. We just have to... oh, okay. Might actually fit. We just have to make it so they can actually, you know, get up here. And the easiest thing for us to do in that regard is probably going to be to replace this staircase with a set of ladders. Take one more look at the pump here. We've got... so that's 3 wide. The entrance is on Wait, hold on. Does it have an entrance in the front, too? It does. I wasn't looking at the... Oh, I was looking... Oh, boy. So these are actually designed to be built next to each other? Well, that's a game changer. That's absolutely a game changer. That makes it so much easier. Because we can just build them just... I don't think that's how that was the last time. And if it was, then maybe I'm just stupid and I built it wrong. But I like it. Let's go ahead and set these trees for removal up here. I think they should be able to access all this. These dead wild brambles we can just path over, so I'm not worried about that. I just want these trees gone so we can start building other stuff here. That is so exciting. The other question is, do they have to be built on ground? I don't think so. But I don't remember enough from the previous playthrough. So if I were to do, say, an overhang walkway, I don't know if it's going to let me until I get rid of these trees here. But we'll go ahead and turbo mode this thing, see what happens. Because if it lets me place these on the overhang walkways, then boy are we in business. Let's just pause right here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. We are good to go. We are in such good shape, folks. So. Oh, boy. I don't even have to, I don't even have to replace these with the lanterns if I don't want to. Yeah, look at this. This is going to help solve our problems. Except, why is this not letting me... It let me do... Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. This is where the water comes up. So that part, of course, can't... Okay. It was a valiant effort. Yeah. So, doesn't mean we can't do it here. We just have to move it over. And I'm going to have to blast this stuff out, which is going to be an entirely different brand of annoying. 2, 3... Oh, if I wanted to raise the land here, I could put a couple... Alright, well, that's a problem for later. Because I'm going to get distracted if I think about this too much. So let's leave that alone for the time being. Now, this area over here, I had thought we were doing a good thing by blasting this out to remove the trees. But in reality, what I ended up doing was I created problems. Because now I need another 920 dirt to fill this in. And all of this also needs to get filled in. Unless, I don't think it works this way, but unless the high temperature foundry has some parts that can go on platforms, then we are going to be in some deep stuff. So here's how we're going to test that. I obviously want to go where no beaver can actually access. So I think right here is probably going to be okay. We're going to do a little bit of a science experiment here. I'm going to place in a large quantity of crappy platforms. And then we're going to take our high temperature foundry and we're going... Okay, so that doesn't work. What parts require land? I also probably could have just asked this question in the in the Discord, but I didn't do that, and now I'm recording, so I'm not going to stop. I guess we'll find out together, for better or for worse. Makes the videos more interesting anyway. But yeah, this is going to continue to be a little bit of a problem. I'm pretty sure I want to blast this down. So at the very least, we can clear this space. I'm like 90% sure I want to bring this down. Should be, at least. So that'll be a thing we get to eventually. The other thing we need to really make sure is happening is these drills need to be bringing out dirt. So we need to make sure that we're not clogging them with coal. We're currently full of coal. And these are actually, yeah, they're too full to keep going. We need the dirt. So we need to be using the coal. And the coal, to my knowledge, is one of those things that has to go... Yeah, this isn't being used to make drill bits right now because I don't have enough methane. this one, making scrap metal into metal blocks, requires coal, but I don't have enough scrap metal. And these that are making scrap metal, that's a beaver, don't have enough iron. Now, I can't switch this to iron ore. And I can't just rebuild one of these to have iron ore because of the power input going on the other side, which I know I was one of the ones that asked for it. And unfortunately, you cannot flip this building. I know. Stop complaining about something you asked to be changed and was subsequently changed, and then you decided later on that you wanted it the other... I have accepted this. Mostly. It's fine. So we're just going to have to take a look at our other setup here. We've got this getting iron, but this is full of iron ore, so the problem... Aha! Well, that's probably not helping. Let's change this to iron ore. This coal needs to be emptied, but that's going to be a problem because it doesn't have anywhere else to go. So what we will need to do is we are going to need to add another level on top of this and then replace these platforms. Unless I can just build on top of those? No, I can't. I have to have the double platforms. What's in here? Coal, sawdust. That's saltpeter. More salt. Iron and iron. And these are all full, so I guess these just need to go faster? But if... Okay, Silver's strange. You are stocking scrap metal. Okay. Are you going to load your smelter back up? I'm assuming that's what you're off to. Oh, okay, you're manually... Yeah, so we need to... Yeah, we need to prioritize these by haulers expeditiously. And this brings up another comment that somebody left on the last video, and that's that we don't have nearly enough hauler beavers, and it's causing problems. Now, part of the solution to this, eventually, is to have bots. But, to do that, well, to make bots, we have to have processors and nuclear fuel. How do you make nuclear fuel, you might ask? Well, I'm not entirely sure. But it probably has something to do with all of this other insane nonsense. Oh, here it is. The centrifuge turns nuclear waste into nuclear fuel with a couple different recipes. How do you get nuclear waste? Well, it probably has something to do with going down into the forbidden depths. Which is... I can't remember where that building is. Oh, Abyss Exploration. Yeah, Nuclear Waste Mining Expedition Center. Yeah, that's terrifying. So we have to have the elevator to the Abyss, which requires 100 glowing fluid, which we now know is firefly juice, 16 giant half logs and 12 giant logs, which, if you remember the last playthrough we did with the Waterbeavers, required the giant sequoias to be built. Those take 50 days to grow. Unless that recipe has been changed. The tree nursery, yes. We have to have the exotic seeds, which we get from the balloon trader. To have the balloon trader, we have to have balloons. We have to have the blueprint research for the... Again, the Water Beaver mod is an exercise in patience and humility, which are both things I lack severely. So this is part playing a game, part personal improvement, part I can't believe I'm forcing myself to do this, but it's fun, so we're going to keep doing it. I digress. I was telling you guys about this. The giant sequoia, lag, takes 50 days to grow, and each one of those gives us 2 logs. They have to be felled by giant sequoia fellers, which are... is that a village job? I actually don't remember where they are, but we'll figure it out. That's neither here nor there. Point is, 50 days is... Oh, minimum 2 cycles. Realistically, it's 2.5 or 3, depending on how long your droughts are and how long your temperate seasons are. So at any given moment, we are at least 3 episodes from having giant sequoias. And that's if we plant them at the beginning of an episode. So, again, we're not missing anything for this except the exotic seeds. The exotic seeds have to come from the trading balloons. Or, to be specific, they come from the trading with the folktales, which we have to give them 50 spicy soda and 10 methane to get 5 seeds. We have to do that 10 times, and it takes 2.5 days every time. So that, in and of itself, is a whole cycle right there, just trading with the exotic seeds. So actually, at this step, working backwards now, we're at 4 cycles before we can have... What are we even trying to make? Giant sequoias. Before we can cut down a single giant sequoia, we're at 4 cycles from this exact moment. But don't forget, to trade with the folktales, we have to have 10 sky exploration points. How do you get that? You have a scouting balloon, and that requires stuff. And it's 10 hours to get 1 sky exploration point, assuming you can actually do it. That is 100 hours. That's like 5 days. I think that's how that math works out. 4.5, 5 days. So, but before you can do that, you have to build the balloon trader landing pad, which requires the blueprint. And that's something that we've been doing for a while. It is currently... Wait, hold on. Why does that say 0? Do I still not have all the stuff, or did we make one? Oh, thank God we have one. That was going to be such a disaster. Such a disaster. Okay, fancify immediately. Because I know that was a thing last episode we were working on, and then I completely forgot exactly what was going on. But we're going to fancify it in the Artist Lodge. And then we're going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to have to remember where this goes again. Yes. Trading balloons. We use our science to unlock. We can go ahead and do that, and we can figure out where we're going to place one. Probably going to need to have more than one. You know how this goes. Everything takes time. It's our favorite phrase. We have learned much, and we have forgotten more. But at some point, friends, we will arrive at Lag. We will arrive at the place where we can actually utilize our knowledge for the betterment of our beavers. And that's going to feel great. So let's take these trees out. I'm going to put the balloon thing right here because I think that's going to look cool. Another thing we did last episode was we had an army of these guys come over and start removing a whole bunch of these wild brambles. So we're going to do that. Keep this going. These blueberries, I wasn't going to let that reproduce, but for now I think we'll just corral it. That would probably be best. I'm just trying to make sure we have land available to reclaim. Oh, that was a delayed sound for that. Land available to reclaim later, because we did also last time build the wine cellar, which is currently making chestnut beer from our chestnut flour, which is currently being produced at the grist mill, which I do not remember where I put that thing. Oh, it's up here. No, that's the engine. Then where's the grist mill? What did I do? Where did I put this thing? Oh, I love that. I love that thing so much. It's still funny. Where did I put the grist mill? This is what happens when you get old. I say as someone who is not really that old, but I feel like my brain has been in decline for the past 32.5 years. Where did I put the grist mill? Oh my God, it's right here. Okay. Yes, it is actually working. Despite my best efforts to forget. It is actually working. That's good. Alright, let's please actually accomplish something today. Yes, this will go here. Now, I remember this looking a little different in the last one. Maybe it's not. But that is now connected. Our balloon trader landing pad. Before they build this, let me just make absolutely sure. Okay, good. We have at least one fancy blueprint. That was going to be a disaster if we used it to build this, and then we'd have to research it again. I absolutely hate that. So again, to do anything, we have to have a scouting balloon. So I'm going to go ahead and research that. And I'm going to just place this up here, because I know we're going to have to do it. But I can hear you saying, and at least one person has commented this, you don't have any balloons. You are absolutely correct. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to make a balloon. Thankfully, it's not a too terribly complicated process, but it does require 100 sheets of paper. We have 411, so at the very least, we can do that. But now I'm hoping that since these are prioritized, we can use a little bit more of our coal. Okay, good. This has actually been drawn down some. This now is full of iron ore. Good. That's what I was hoping. So that's going to be good to get that taken care of. All of these are now done. Okay. So we have been marked safe from all the wild brambles over here. Let's get rid of all these things here. And I believe... Let's see, is it going to be worth building other ones up here? I don't know. I've been thinking maybe I should just accelerate this as much as I possibly can. Okay, that needs to go down. I think they can still reach this. They should be able to, yeah. So that's going to be... Yeah, okay, good. They're already cutting that down. They're actually cutting it down with the intent of using the wood, which is always nice. That's going to get us pretty close. Pretty close. I think I can fit the high-temperature foundry. Ooh, you know what? If I were to... Oh, wow, that's actually going to work. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of that. And then we're going to blast away these two. I might as well do that one, too. And then all we have to do is fill in our little space right here. This now is going to go away because that's creating problems for us. This just has to get filled in. And then the rest of this can get removed, and we are going to be in very good shape. Oh, they can't walk over this. That's a problem. The eternal quest continues. Stairs go here. All to take out that one chestnut tree that's dead, and then, you know how this works. We just have to have another 3,500 pieces of dirt. So, get mining, folks. Let's go. Okay, who's flooded? Why is... Oh, okay, never mind. That's supposed to be flooded. This was set to make, or rather to get rid of excess lotus flowers. Drought approaching. We haven't had a bad tide in a while. And I was actually thinking, while I was loading up this save earlier, when was the last time we had a bad tide? Because it's been a long time. And I had been thinking, maybe I accidentally forgot last episode that a bad tide was coming and we're going to have an absolute catastrophe. But fortunately for our beavers, that was not the case. And yeah, planted a couple more pumpkins here. Just to give these guys something else to do. Trying to make sure we keep our eye on our water level here, but I think this pump is keeping that in check, so that's a positive thing. This is waiting on the balloon. The balloon, which is no progress, has... Oh, never mind. They're making it. It's at 1%. Okay. 6 days, 6 hours. That's... Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we have a lot of coal. Can I just get rid of coal, or am I going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to... There's no way it lets me do this, right? Okay. Yeah, that was a long shot. But I need more coal storage. And I can't put anything else on top of this because these are already double platforms. So, I think the better thing to do... I don't really have a great place to put any of these. Except right next to these, but maybe I want to, maybe I want to hold on to this. Yeah, you know what? No. These are easy enough to get rid of at some point anyway. So we'll get rid of all these trees. We'll put in a couple stacks of these coal things, and then hopefully we can get some more dirt, because right now everything is being held up by that. It's like drinking through a fire hose. How many times can I make that reference? Alright. This I cannot remove until the beavers have finished placing all of the dirt here. At least, okay. This one's waiting on the construction behind to be finished, but yeah, we need another 3,320 dirt. That's a lot of dirt. That's a whole lot of dirt. So, that's going to be a very long process. Bachelor's in Agronomy. Actually, the research should have started already. I think. Based on that, maybe it's just at the very, very beginning of the 4-day, 4-hour thing, and it's not going to show me that 1%. But after we do that, we probably want to go ahead, even though we can't do it yet. I feel like we probably should start on the PhD in nuclear physics. But I do want to at least examine what we're doing here, because we have the bot assembler requires its own PhD in robotics. It requires this that we haven't even gotten to yet. Requires processors. We can't... Oh. We can research the recipe for processors, or does that just make a processor? I need to actually look at this. So... Does that just make one processor, or does that make a recipe for it? I guess it's just the recipe to make one bot assembler? But then... No, so that doesn't... I really should have done research on this. And we have this standby area. That looks like an exercise plaza, actually. That's probably what it was based off of. I just really have no clue how most of this works, so we're going to go do something else. I was attempting to look at, let's see, hydroponic farms. See, this is the one. This is the one that needs the clockwork robotic controller to do all of this stuff. I don't see glass as an ingredient for most of this. That's interesting. Robot parts. How do you make robot parts? So I guess this is all really connected, isn't it? So I didn't think... Because the bot assembler requires robot parts. Is that something that has to be made in the high temperature foundry? No. Definitely not the primitive smelter. Is that one of these advanced buildings? Because I can't do anything with any of these until I have robot parts. Unless... Oh, here it is. It's the assembly line. I didn't see it. No, that doesn't make robot parts. No, it does. I'm stupid. My god. Alright. Yeah, alright. So that's actually not hard to build. It just takes 300 HP. And then 1 hour for one robot part. But it takes 2 metal blocks, 3 gears, and 6... Oh, this reminds me of Satisfactory. It's like you want to do one thing. And you look up how to do the one thing and you figure out, oh, this is going to take 400 hours. Because you have to make all the other prerequisites for it. I love video games. How far along is this balloon? 46%. Okay, so we really need to be ramping up our production of a bunch of stuff. So I think we're going to need to go ahead. Oh, can I even... I mean, I guess if I have Universal, I can just keep stacking factories like this. Because you know we're going to need to keep making a whole bunch of metal. And I happen to have extra anvils, so that's probably not a bad thing to be doing. Yeah, because I got to make all this other stuff. Okay. So, I suppose we'll just start making another one here. And I know I don't want to stack another screw press on top of this because it's... Ooh, that sound. It's not going to let us actually do that. So, I believe... If the game is merciful... Okay, that doesn't work there. Corner walkway? Oh, that doesn't work either. There was going to be one of these where it would actually allow me to connect this. Oh, no, that can't be built on... Wait, yes it can. Well, how am I supposed to get up there? How am I supposed to get up there? And furthermore, why does it allow me to place a path here if this thing is just going in and out? You know, this reminds me of, what's that show, Wipeout? Where you have to go on the obstacle course, and it has these, like, things that come out of the wall and just shove people into the nasty, muddy water. That's exactly what that reminds me of. So, nope. Nope, we're not going to do that right now. Even though we probably need it. I'm just going to choose life instead and go do something else. So this is going to be coal storage. Here, here, and you know what? I'm actually going to put a third on top of it for coal storage. And how we're going to do this is I'm going to put in a double platform. Can I not place that on top of the ruined path? Does it have to be normal path? That's weird. I guess this treats this like a separate building or something. Anyway, what we're going to end up doing, I think... Alright, here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to take this out in the corner, and then I'm going to put a set of ladders here. So that way I can just keep on expanding this. Of course, that's going to have path there, path there. Wow, that immediately filled up. But at least this is making dirt again, which we so desperately need for this area over here. That's gone. That's gone. Okay, so all I need is for this to get filled in and this to get blasted down. Probably... I think I can get away with this. Let's get rid of that, because I know this has to get filled in as well. That's going to be a problem. But if that goes away, that goes away. These two go away. Is that going to be enough to put the high temperature foundry here? It should. I can't see anything. Ah, I misjudged. I misjudged. So that actually needs... Really? Really? Okay, alright. You ever heard the phrase, suffer for your art? Well, that's what this is. Suffering. Not really, it's just a video game, but... You get where I'm going with this. It's the theme of the Waterbeaver. It's an exercise in patience. So we'll continue to do this insanity instead of just, you know, doing literally anything else with our lives, but that's the way things go. Still waiting on the balloon? Yes, we are, 84%. This is still looking fine. Water reserves actually looking pretty respectable, just south of 7,000. I know we have 6.4 days left on the drought, but that is encouraging. I am just at such a loss as for what to do with so much of the rest of this stuff, man. Oh, we are, we're doing something. We are certainly doing something. I guess this guy can be finished for now. Go do something else. Did we actually finish one? We did. Cool. So now we only need... Oh, because I added another one. Now we need 3,968 dirt. Get drilling. Let's go. Let's just do it. Just get it done, man. Oh, I love it when stuff takes forever. No, I don't. So I feel like I really need to be doing something else over here. I just, for whatever reason, can't make it happen. This would actually be a pretty good spot to put in grapes. But we need the tree nursery, which, remember, all that comes back... Oh, by the way, the tree nursery needs 700 dirt, in case we didn't need more of that. But it all comes back to the balloons, which we are still waiting on the balloon. But this is... Why is this not started researching yet? We have all the pieces. Oh, it's because one of the... Okay, yep, alright. One of these is already clogging everything up. So, it's time to peel back the library layers. And I need to build a scroll rack to hold all these degrees, and that's going to be, Ooh, but that's for facilitation of stuff in other districts. I don't have any more space to build scroll racks. Okay, so that's floodgate dam, fancy blueprints, giant buried tank, fancy blueprints. Only have 5 of those. 4 of the beaver washing machines. So I'll tell you what. I actually don't have anywhere to put this. I'm gonna have to, don't make me build another library. I'm gonna... Is it cheating to build a scroll display if you're not putting it in another district? I think I know what the answer to this is. But just to put that out there for everybody else. Alright. It's a free space. It's a free space for it, so... Oh, what do I need to put in there? Bachelor's of... Yeah, that's what it's called. Agronomy. So we can have 20 of those in there. Alright. I'm not going to need 20 of them, but I got to get it out of the ENS. That's why that hasn't started yet. That's so frustrating that that's what the problem was, and I didn't even... Okay. How's it going over Land of the Futility over here? Alright, this is actually working out. So we'll get rid of that. And then maybe it'll be time for me to experiment and see if I can put these on platforms instead of filling this in, because that's going to take a really long time. Okay. So the water problem wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. That's nice to see. I've seen more than one comment saying, hey, put all the lemonade in the underground tank. I would love to. However, comma, that's a lot of materials that we really should be using for other stuff. So I, unfortunately, am not going to be doing that for a little while. We have to make some sort of progress. We have to. We're just caught behind so much stuff. And I really, truthfully, do not know what else we can do without building one of these high-temperature foundries, which is what we've been attempting to do for such a long time. Oh, by the way, this takes 200 dirt. Remember? Everything... Hey, look, we've got... Wait, what? How is this not connected to a thing? Oh. Oh, okay. I guess if the animation is running, the balloon is leaving, or is that... Okay. Well, it says it's not connected to the district center by paths, but this is connected. So, How? Or does this have to be... You sneaky dog. Okay. Now it's connected. I just saw the one doorway, and it said it was fine, but now I suppose we just have to put all this stuff in. Pencil sets, paper, methane. Methane is such a problem. This is not... That's not making methane. This is making the methane. We have to have more nenuphars, which have to be stripped out of the plucked lotuses, which have to be separated. I've got so many lotus flowers, but it's not filling the storage? Or is it? No, it's not. Okay, so we're actually fine. They just need to maybe go a little bit quicker. And then I need to do something else with the lotus flowers, but for right now, I think I'm going to turn this back on. Just get rid of the excess lotus flowers, because, you know, we don't need them. Alright. So, I guess it's okay, but I can't help but feel like I'm wasting people's time with how slow this is going. Is there anything else? Is there anything else we can do? This hasn't... Oh, come on, man. Am I out of scaffolding? Wow. Okay. Wait, I was in the middle of researching this. Never mind. I didn't need it anyway. So I hope I get those resources back that I was putting into research for that. Maybe I won't. That would be unfortunate. But the Architect's Lodge needs to be making the scaffolding, which means... What is this one doing? Did I get rid of it? Oh, no, I absolutely did. That was a long time ago. Oh, boy. Hey, there's scrap metal here. Oops. Did I really just have the one Architect Lodge? Did I get rid of... Wow. No, there's an easy way to do this. I don't have to guess. Yep, I only have one. Wow, that's, Wait a second. How long have you been able to change recipes from this screen? Holy crap. Wow, that's bad that I didn't notice that, but that's a cool feature. Okay. Well, that would explain why this hasn't happened yet. This needs to be doing... Actually, probably nothing else. Yeah, so we'll just... hold on. We'll just do that. How many of these do I have? I've got... Okay, that's way too many. 24, and I've got 5 that are shiny. Fancy. That's not Pokemon. Okay. That works. I think. Maybe. Kind of. Methane. Nothing's being... Man, we're getting our butts handed to us 6 ways from Sunday. Do I dare... I don't need more beavers is the problem. I have so many beavers, I don't need this many beavers. I just need them to work jobs. I need hauling without building additional beavers. I got so many beavers, I don't know what to do with them. The problem with that is, until I have bots, I have to just have... I just have to have more lodges. I really don't want them. These are all... How many work in here? 5 in a triple watertight lodge? Ooh, that has the same number of inhabitants. Okay. Alright. 6 inhabitants, 5 workers. That's... I think we can tolerate that. But, before we do that, I have these over here that have been paused for a really long time. Just because I didn't know what to really do with all this space over here. I don't really have anywhere to go and get food. I guess I could, if I really was desperate. Oh, I should have paused this a long time ago. I guess I could build another entire storage complex over here for food, but braised cabbage sounds appealing. Where's my hand of soup? Is that under storage? Maybe? I don't remember. How am I this bad at this game? Where's my hand of... Okay, never mind. I can't read. Okay, this is super easy to build. I guess what we're going to have to do then is make a hand of soup over here. Or to appease those of you who are symmetry obsessed. We will have to make a pair of hands of soup. So that'll go there. That'll go there. The warm storage will go on top. I heard you. I heard you commenting in the future. Now it's flipped. Alright. So now those are connected. And then all we've got to do is put in a ladder, which I will put right there so I don't have to take that path away. And then, friends, we will have hands of soup. And they will be glorious. They will hold braised cabbage, because I'm not currently making anything else. And all of that, so I can just add this triple watertight lodge, so I can have 5 haulers, and then these 2, so I can have additional haulers. It's probably about time that we actually use these, because I'm technically using them as a dam, so they shouldn't have been, you know, not active as housing. But now I have 15 vacant beds that I really do not need, but that's a lot of butts. I added 9 hauler beavers. Worthy trade-off, I think. So, the good news is that now we have a lot of haulers, so we can take care of a whole bunch of stuff. The bad news is we still have all of the same problems. including not having enough methane, which, again, is made with the nenifars. I can't synthesize those from thin air. Wait. Or can I? There's an industrial farm building. Is that the Clockwork Robotic Farm? Ooh. I can't build this yet, but Clockwork Hydroponic Lotus Farm has a recipe for only nenifars. But it requires the Clockwork Robotic Controller and 18 glass panes. So the Clockwork Robotic Controller has to be researched in the NES. ENS, not the NES. But, ooh, yeah, okay. We actually can do this. We can make one. But we're currently halfway through researching a bachelor's in agronomy, so guess what we're doing next? I know I've changed my mind like 18 times this one episode of what this is going to be, but we're going to swap this bad boy over, and we're going to make Clockwork Robotic Controllers. We probably also need a second, third, maybe fourth ENS, but, you know, not right now. At some point, we probably do need to do that, but I just remembered how much of an ordeal it was to have all of the library books made, and how that stalled our science forever. But it doesn't. I guess it doesn't have to be that way, because we could have the ENS make science. I think there's a couple other alternate ways to do that. But mercifully, of course, we're missing scaffolding. Mercifully, we've figured out how to do a lot of other stuff. Oh, our hands of soup are empty-ish. Wait, why are these holding fried rice? Am I actually making fried rice? Okay, they're just eating it. They're just eating it quickly. This is still making the tea. The tea I was using for... What was that a part of a recipe for? Lotus flower tea. Was that something in the ENS? It's for science in the ENS. I don't remember. I'm sure there was something important that was being used for that. Is there one of these? The greater cooking tent makes deluxe stew, which honestly we probably should be doing. We actually definitely should be doing this, but I need my nenifars to make that. Man, everything's predicated on having Clockwork Hydroponic Farms. Oh man, the glass is going to be such a game changer once we can actually do it. Lag, yes. Okay, now that the space is finally cleared out, let's see. Oh, I see green. I see green. Did I hit caps lock? Yes. Okay. So this will fit here, which is what I wanted. However, comma. None of these have dirt. Oh, that one has dirt. Why does that one have oh, stupid idiots. All right. This is going to be a very important important experiment here. We're going to pause the game. Can I place the high temperature foundry on top of that space? No, I cannot. All right, never mind. I thought I was about to make a blockbuster discovery, but instead I made a Hollywood video discovery. I don't think either of those are still around. Yeah, the dirt situation is unfortunate. Of course, these are still waiting on scaffoldings, but we have, Oh, man, I can't use the coal fast enough. I cannot use it fast enough. What's this one making again? That's making... How do I only have one drill bit? Oh, because that uses methane, of course. Oh, man, every time these run... Yeah, that's definitely how that's pronounced. I've got 6 drill bits here. I've got 6 drill bits here that uses every 6 hours 0.17. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. There's no more time for suffering. We just have to get it done. All right. Now that that's a thing, It still hasn't been built. What is going on with our scaffolding? And what are they doing with it? So I've got the Bachelor's in Agronomy here. This is not 94%, and then we're going to immediately switch it over. What is happening with this? It's like nothing's getting done. We're not out of logs. We're not out of planks. What gives? Adbagio. I'm going to fire you. Kelly, you're up. Make me some scaffolding. Don't buy any shoes. That's an old video. 94%. 94%. We'll have to remember to check on that in a little bit here. How are we, man, do we still not have a single... It's the methane, man. I need the methane. Oh, Nenifars, don't let me down. I need so many more of these things. And we're stripping these things apart. What is... Okay, what's using my Nenifars? Am I accidentally using these in a recipe where I shouldn't be using them? Because I feel like that shouldn't be happening. Yeah, the rest of these food buildings... Nothing on the bottom, right? No, that shouldn't be... Like, I don't think there's anything using these. Except the fermentation house. But there has to be because of how many I don't have. What have I been doing? Okay, it finished. Where's my other Bachelors of Agronomies? Okay, there we are. Clockwork Robotic Controller. Registered trademark. Give me methane. Give me dirt. I need so much dirt. I cannot begin to express to you how much dirt I need. This is instantly full. Oh my... This is terrible. Absolute garbage. I need so much more coal than I can absolutely put anywhere. Oh, I mean, I could have the... Oh, no, I can't, because I need glass for that. Oh, there's our giant log storage. Man, I cannot believe how much coal we're not using, but that I keep having to make. So that's the whole reason we're doing this. It takes 1 day, 16 hours. I'm going to have so many smelters. I don't have room for these things. I do not have room to put any more of these things in. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just actually figure out how to do this. Hey, we finally are going to have one of these. I told you it was going to take a long time to get this done. How many sky exploration do I need? 10? 20? Anybody else have the seeds? Hold on, did I... Okay, no, that was the solar panels? Solar cells. Nobody has glass as a reward, right? Ooh, Nenifars. But no glass. Oh, man. That would have been so nice. Anyway. I guess I need to build another one of these balloon trader landing pads. And I guess it doesn't really matter where it goes as long as it goes. So I will just clear out some space here. Because I think this is... I'm just going to have to shove these wherever they fit in low-value land. Just like unpopular developments. Where... Can I fit this? Okay, that's going to work. Just as soon as the rest of these trees are out of here. There's the balloon. And I have 2, count them, 2 sky exploration points. You know what? I didn't even look and see how many I actually needed for this. That's the wrong one. 10. Okay. Oh, and I have to, of course, methane to fuel the balloon, and then I have to have 50 spicy soda. Spicy soda is made in the regular cooking house. And the recipe for that is what? Oh, it's just brambles. Okay. Okay, we can do that. But why was I making lotus flower tea? Oh, was that only to use because we had actual lotus flowers? Are they just drinking this? All right. Spicy soda it is. We'll make spicy soda. Are we at least... Okay, good. I was about to say, it's going to be a cataclysmic disaster if this goes dry again. Okay, well, maybe I don't need to be so dramatic, but suffice to say, definitely not what we want to see happen. And I believe if this is laid out correctly... Yes. That's going to work out nicely. Oh my god, it's already an hour long. I haven't done anything. We want unedited videos. You're going to get them, champ. You're going to get them. Wait, why does this not fit here? Did I make a mistake? Okay, there we go. So that will end up getting the Folktales balloon, which I can unlock, but not build. But I will go ahead and start accumulating those, because we do have 4. We'll just get it going. And I need one more scaffold. What are they doing with the scaffolding? Seriously, what are they doing with this? It's only 14 hours to make one of these, and they just instantly disappear. Did I have like a super secret ladder somewhere that I forgot I was building? Because they haven't built any of the ones I've wanted them to build. Oh, and I was going to fix this too. And then I just didn't. Yeah, somebody asked, can you build on top of the gas tank? Let's find out. I'm almost certain the answer is yes. Okay, yep, we totally can. But now the problem is, I can't build ladders because I need scaffolding, and the scaffolding just disappears like somebody's eating them. I don't know of any building that could possibly be actively consuming scaffolding. Like, there's no possible way. Oh, jeez, what a pain. Like, seriously, what is happening to my scaffolding? It's making it and it's just disappearing. If you know what happened to my scaffolding, please let me know in the comments, because I have no clue what's happening. I can't think of anything that's using them. I really can't. And if something is, I need to figure out what it is, but I have so many buildings I can't possibly begin to even imagine what it's being used for. Oh, screw press axles. How many... Okay, that one's making screw press axles, but it takes 2 days. I think the plank situation is probably under control to where I can switch most of these over to lag screw press axles. So I'll do 2 more. That should be fine. Those will get put up there. You know, after all that, one of the very first things I said this episode is, we need to build aquifer pumps. And we're not doing it. Well, I also don't have screw press axles, so I guess it's fine. But man, do we need more water pumping like we need... Well, like we need more screw press axles. There's only so much one can do. At least I have balloons. What's this waiting on? Oh my god, seriously? Scaffoldings, okay. I mean, I know the industrial piles take them, but I'm making them so quickly. Like, it doesn't take that long. 14 hours. They gotta be, I don't know, lighting them on the fire under an overpass or something. Like, come on. What are you doing, man? I like that the gravity batteries are here. That's a good thing. That is a very good thing that we built. Spicy soda holds 600. Okay. Well, they're going to be drinking these, which I guess is fine because it quenches the thirst, but we need to be able to export that into our Folktales thing. Probably should have a storage over here. Thankfully, these don't require scaffolding. I was going to lose my mind. So, I suppose spicy soda, set to obtain. Our 9 extra haulers hopefully have made some sort of a difference here, but man, I am just incredibly frustrated by this. Like, what is happening to all my scaffolding? Or is it just really that slow and I'm too slow myself to pick up on it? Let's face it, that's a pretty realistic possibility. Rice still has not really caught up. Why did I pause that? Rice is not really caught up to where we're messing with whatever. So I think... do I have dynamite? I got 54. Alright. I guess we're just going to have to... we're going to have to Danny DeVito this thing. Just keep on blasting. Or start blasting, rather. I think that's the meme. 'Cause there's so much more range this farmhouse set can have. We just don't have it going here. Nitroglycerin, I have... 18. Okay. So... You know what? No, that's such a waste. I think somebody left a comment to this regard anyway. This is just a convenience thing that charges extra nitroglycerin, so you know. But I will go ahead and just get this thing going. You know how it goes. You need an explosion, you make it happen. And they still have not put the scaffolding over here. What are you doing with my scaffolding? I know it's not because it only takes 14 hours to make one of these. I have not needed that many. I've needed like less than 15 in the past half hour. They still can't do it. Just build more architects' lodges. Yeah, okay, probably, but they're houses. I can't just build more garbage to solve my problems because then they live there. And then I have too many extra beavers and I gotta feed them and I gotta have water and drinks for them. Oh boy. What is this? Still waiting on... Oh my god, dude. At least this ladder's finished. And of course, this large industrial pile is immediately filled. And so are these, with the exception of this thing right here, which is about to be too full to do another one. Man, I need so much more dirt than I have. 796, 32, and 0. And 0. Well, maybe sometime. I really have to stop using the heat death of the universe line or else it's going to lose its potency, but... I mean, this is just... It's taken a long time. So yes, those of you who want nuclear power, you're going to get an episode 50. If we're actually going to make nuclear power, we might need an episode 60. Do I want to do 60 episodes of this? Probably not. Will I? Maybe. I guess we'll see what happens. I always spend so much time praising the beard boosters for subsidizing the insanity that is these long-running series, so I guess I can actually use that in this and not just talk about how great it is, but just actually appreciate it for what it is, which is to be genuinely helpful when doing stupid, insane garbage like playing a modded version of a previous iteration of the game for 6 months. So who's going to watch that? Okay, well, there's a group of people that watch it. You, obviously, if you're watching it. But the general audiences probably aren't going to be clicking on episode 60 of the Waterbeavers. But we're not going to be defeated by this mod. We're going to conquer it, and we're going to enjoy the process. But I think, well and truly, that's about all the time we got for this one, folks. We need the screw press axles, and then we need the rest of the brain boosting salt, so that's a nightmare to try and get. But that is... Hold on, am I even making... Okay, I have 2 of these that are making them. That one, which needs strong alcohol, of course. Alright, it's a process. I would love to have grapes planted here, but I need the seeds, which I can't have until this is built, which I can't have until I have 9 more scaffoldings, which I can't have until that one thing makes 9 more scaffoldings, assuming nothing else is using them. I love water beavers, but hey, we can use the hands of soup now. Braised cabbage. Prioritized by haulers, and then just set to obtain. Yeah, you know, it's a process. It's a process. Why are you sleeping here? Can I set this off without killing you? Probably not. Danny Helsing, you live in the pass-through lodge. Go sleep in the pass-through lodge. I gotta set this dynamite off, and I do not want to kill you. Are you just so tired because I made you work so far away from home because I don't want to do districts? That's probably what the answer is. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up or I will wake you up with dynamite. Hopefully it doesn't kill you. Stop being exhausted. Is there a countdown for... Oh my god, how long is this? Okay. I still somehow have 42 dynamite left. We're making our way, folks. We're getting there. Slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah, you know I've tried to end this episode already like 3 separate times in my brain. I just never actually did it. So, that's going to be it. I literally cannot do anything else without just waiting an obscenely long amount of time. We need more storage so we can use more coal, so we can use more drill to get more dirt, to get more put ground in. That's how that works. So yes, friends, it is time once again to end the episode without a huge amount of stuff accomplished. But we're on our way to getting clockwork robotic controllers, which are going to be fantastic for growing more everything once we have glass. And the robot parts, which we haven't started making yet, because those have to go in the multi... No, they don't. They have to go in the... No, they don't. They have to... I don't know where to build them. What am I doing with my life? I can't remember anything on how to construct these. I know it's... Oh, here it is. Assembly line. Why can I never find this? I always forget this exists. Anyway, eventually... Oh, that needs scaffolding too. Eventually we will we'll solve that problem. You know what? You know what? Let's where's the architect's lodge? Copyists, artists, handicrafters. I always looked in the wrong place for this. Science! Don't tell RC that architects are scientists. He'll probably kill you in your sleep. I'm just gonna put one of these miserable architecture palaces up here next to the ENS. Can I flip it? I can. So, I guess this is the ENS School of Architecture. And they're only going to make scaffoldings. Henceforth. My god. Alright. Now we're actually ending the episode. That's all the time we got, folks. You heard me say it before. Beard boosters make it possible for this complete and utter insanity to continue. Without having to worry about, oh, the videos aren't getting good views. Well, they're getting pretty good views. But they enable this madness. So, appreciate those folks. And I appreciate you especially for watching, giving your constant updates and feedback and everything. I'm waiting to see a beaver come out of that trebuchet. But we really, legitimately could not do it without you, the people who watch the videos, and the beard boosters, the people who subsidize all this other stuff. So, genuinely, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. This breaks my brain twice a week. Next week it'll break my brain 3 times a week because we're going to have another one of these on Tuesday. So we'll have Thursday today, Sunday and Tuesday, and then Thursday again. So actually, I guess in a week's time we'll have 4 episodes, which is cool. If you count 2 Thursdays as part of the same week, but there is a, oh god, there's a bodybuilding.com thread. If you remember that website. From a really, really, really long time ago where a bunch of people got super mad at each other because they couldn't agree how many days were in a week. Absolutely hilarious reading. Just Google search it. Bodybuilding, whatever, how many days in a week. Colorful language contained wherein. Don't send your kids to there. But, I don't know. I was just completely beside myself insane laughing about how stupid this argument was. Anyway. Thursday to Thursday, you will have 4 episodes of Waterbeavers. So enjoy that, and we'll see how much more we can get done with the rest of this stuff as time goes by. But everything takes time. It's our favorite motto, and it is never more true than it is now. So whatever you're doing with the rest of your time today, stay safe, have fun, and we will catch you in the next episode of the Waterbeavers. We got Folktales tomorrow. We got Roller Coaster Tycoon Saturday. We got more Waterbeavers Sunday. See you, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.